Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Tuesday, April 8th. Very cloudy morning here in the Mid-Atlantic region with some residual light rain and drizzle. All of that moisture should pull to the north and east over the next few hours, resulting in some partly to mostly sunny skies up and down the I-95 corridor later on this afternoon. Certainly much improvement should reach the Philadelphia metro region in time for the home opener for the Phillies this afternoon at 4 p.m. in South Philadelphia. But again, all areas from D.C. to New York City should see some afternoon sunshine, along with an increasing westerly breeze that will help to dry things out. And it will remain quite mild. Temperatures actually rose overnight to somewhat milder conditions this morning, and it should remain mild right through the rest of the day. Well, let's take a look at the latest surface map. We have generally a weak frontal system trying to work its way through the Mid-Atlantic region. Again, there's some light rain and drizzle up and down the I-95 corridor this morning. All of that should gradually pull out to the north and east, and there should be increasing amounts of sunshine in the big cities, along with an increasing westerly wind. That westerly wind will help to dry things out and push that moisture to the north and east. Notice not a real strong high pressure system on its heels, so it will be kind of a gradual process of improving conditions over the next several hours. Well, in terms of satellite images, let's start off with a close-up view of the last few frames of the visible satellite imagery loop from the Penn State EWOL site of the Mid-Atlantic region. You can kind of see this band of high clouds right here moving from west to east, and then some clearing right on the back side of that in the eastern foothills of the Appalachian Mountains across western part of Virginia, north central Maryland, and even into the foothill regions of the Appalachians across central Pennsylvania. Some clearing skies over the last couple of hours, and indeed that will expand to the east. The big cities of D.C., Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York City should definitely see some afternoon sunshine along with those increasing westerly winds. Well, here's a bigger picture look of the satellite imagery loop. This is using infrared satellite images from the SSEC Wisconsin website. Large, massive clouds here along the southeast and mid-Atlantic coast, again pushing to the north and east, just about out of the doorstep here, moving out of the region of the I-95 corridor from D.C. to New York City. Notice some low clouds over the Ohio Valley and the higher elevation locations of West Virginia and western Pennsylvania. Again, it'll stay mostly cloudy out there, but there should be some sunshine here in the big cities during the afternoon hours, certainly in time for the Phillies home opener at 4 p.m. later on today. The western two-thirds of the nation, generally clear conditions here, and that bodes well for the Mid-Atlantic weather for the rest of the week. It looks pretty decent for the rest of the week. Certainly some nice weather on Wednesday and Thursday, and then perhaps a shower or two on Friday associated with a frontal system, and showers likely Friday night, but they should get out of here in time for generally a nice weekend here in the Mid-Atlantic region. Well, let's take a look at some computer forecast maps for the rest of the week. We'll look at 24-hour increments from last night's Zero-Z GFS model run, beginning with this evening. For Tuesday evening, dry conditions here, certainly for the afternoon and evening here in the I-95 corridor. Notice a northerly flow here developing by late in the day across the Great Lakes, and indeed it'll turn somewhat cooler tomorrow. Just a slight cool down for Wednesday, kind of a little bit of a small step backwards in terms of temperatures here in the Mid-Atlantic region. There will be plenty of sunshine on Wednesday, but again it'll be a little bit cooler than this afternoon, with high temperatures ranging from the upper 50s to the low to mid 60s throughout the I-95 corridor. And here's the forecast map for tomorrow evening, 24 hours later, Wednesday evening. That cooler air pretty much entrenched here in the Mid-Atlantic region by this time, by late in the day tomorrow on Wednesday. But notice right on its heels in the Ohio Valley and the northern plains, southwesterly flow of milder air is pushing into the Great Lakes region and the Ohio Valley by late in the day on Wednesday. And indeed, that milder air will move into our region on Thursday. And here's the forecast map for Thursday evening. Notice a flow of air out of the southwest here as high pressure moves off the east coast. Winds flow clockwise around high pressure systems. So we'll have milder conditions on Thursday compared to Wednesday. And Wednesday won't be all that bad either. Again, just a little bit cooler tomorrow compared to today. but then we bounce right back again on Thursday. Now notice at this time, Thursday evening, a cool frontal system pushing some showers across the Great Lakes. That moves into the I-95 corridor on Friday. In fact, let's take a look at the Friday evening forecast map. And here's the forecast map for Friday evening. By this time, that frontal system tends to weaken, and there may be just a shower or two during the day on Friday, but by Friday night, there's actually a little bit of a wave of low pressure that develops along that weak frontal system, and that could enhance the shower activity during the evening and overnight hours on Friday night, maybe even lingering into early Saturday morning, but for the most part, the weekend looks quite nice as this continues to pull out to the north and east, unlike some recent frontal system passages where those systems have stalled just to our south and east, resulting in some deterioration in the weather conditions. This frontal system should continue to push off the east coast by the early part of the weekend, paving the way for what looks like at this vantage point to be quite a nice weekend, especially for Saturday afternoon and Sunday. That's it for now for the SIweather.com. I'm the SI meteorologist, Paul Dorian.